Here is the file without any post-processing.
Time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life.
And then with a little bit of post-processing.
Time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life.
What is up, Merce Nation? Javier Mercedes here for yet again another Premiere Pro tutorial. And today we are talking about crispy audio while vlogging. I recently got a DM from Seth Gardner on Instagram asking, how is that audio so crispy? He's referring to one of my Instagram stories where I did a collab with Anthony Bludgett, and we're talking about the trials and tribulations of being a small creator. So with that being said, I'm going to show you my workflow on how I made that crispy audio, Seth. And please, if any of you guys have any questions about tech tutorial stuff, that's what I love. Please, please, oh please, send me a DM and I will get to it as quick as possible. Like Seth literally sent me this today and I was in the middle of doing a video and I just wanted to make this video. So here you go. It's at Javier Mercedes X, by the way.
Time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life.
So what's going on here? Number one, to me, the raw audio that was recorded into the camera sounds pretty good already, but that's because I'm using an on-camera mic, the Rode Video Micro. I believe it's about 57 bucks, and trust me, it's well worth the investment. I'll put an affiliate link down in the description, and if you decide to get it, click on that link and I'll get a percentage of that purchase, which is awesome and supports creators. Good job, Amazon. Now, the other cool thing about the Video Micro that I'm using is I'm actually gonna take this off the camera right now. This guy. It's a little, I believe it's called a dead cat, but you can put this on the microphone and it eliminates the wind noise and it sounds very, very good. It can definitely make all the difference when you are outside. So if you're recording something outside, I definitely recommend using something like this. Another thing that really helps when you're out in the field is being close to the camera itself. So right now I have a wide lens on and I can be really close to the camera. Obviously I'm talking into my Shure SM7B, but when you're really close to the camera, that eliminates as much friction and space between the signal of audio, being your mouth, and the receiving of audio, the microphone. Now, if I were to be way back here, obviously you're gonna hear that coming through this microphone, but it just doesn't sound as good. As you can tell, Anthony and I'm physically holding the camera in these shots and we're very close to the camera. It's very natural sounding.
Who am I to expect someone to take 10 minutes of their life?
That's why it sounds so good in camera. Next, once you get it into the computer, I'll show you what I did post-processing just to take it just a little nugget better. Here is my little doohickey within Premiere. I go to the audio window, and if you don't see that in there, it'll be right here. So workspaces, audio. The very first thing I drop on, filter EQ, parametric EQ. Something that helps a lot in this situation might be to roll off the lows. So let's see what happens.
When I share a video, I share with no expectation. Understanding that of my friends, family, strangers, time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life. It's the most valuable asset.
So let me A/B that before.
Time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life.
And that's after.
It's the most valuable asset.
I like the overall feel of this going on. It's adding a little bit more crispier on the low and high end.
True.
You know
it's
what I mean?
so true, yeah.
And
but I'm taking out all that low, I guess, wind noise and all the stuff in the background. As I'm walking, I'm going to be moving the camera and all that stuff. While I'm here, another thing that you can do, take any of these numbers, isolate the track. So what I'm going to do is a frequency sweep, and I'm going to find frequencies that sound like crap.
the most valuable asset. Who am I to expect someone to take 10 minutes of
Do you
their
hear
life,
how
5 minutes, 1 minute of their life to give to me?
As that's going, it goes. That means that it's exciting the microphone right there, and it's kind of like a node. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull down that frequency.
Every second of your life is something you could be with your kids, you could be with a friend,
It's
you could think that
Find
my friends,
one more
family,
frequency.
strangers, time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life. It's the most valuable asset. Who am I to expect someone to take 10 minutes of their life, 5 minutes, 1 minute of their life?
Right there.
Yeah.
See,
to
you
give
hear
to
that?
me?
The woo,
Every
woo,
second
woo,
of your
woo,
life
woo.
is something you could be with your kids, you could be with, you know
It's
what I
so
mean?
true, yeah.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
listen,
I already
you don't want
have
that
you.
in there.
I already,
Before?
the most valuable thing any single person has.
After.
Of my friends, family, strangers, time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life.
Okay, so the next step is the thing that even if I don't touch anything on any project, I always add this to my audio chain. It's the multiband compressor. I cannot stress to you how much I use this plugin. So right now, right when I clicked it and brought it on, it brought up broadcast.
Video I share with no expectation, understanding that.
So that's a little too loud for me. And what I do with this compressor is I actually take the threshold down, which is how much it's turning it up.
Who am I to expect someone to take 10 minutes of their life, 5 minutes, 1 minute of their life?
So that's after. It's getting better. Next thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of noise reduction with adaptive noise reduction. As I understand it, the way that adaptive noise reduction works inside Premiere is as the file plays, the computer calculates and recognizes what is noise and what is the actual signal that should be pushed through to the listener, which is mind-bogglingly wizardry, black magic, voodoo craft on Adobe's part. And I'll show you what I mean here. Most of the time, I might just leave it at default, but the big fader thing that you want to use to manipulate this is right here, reduce noise by, which helps get rid of that background noise. So normally it's at 20, and let's see how that sounds.
When I share a video, I share with no expectation, understanding that of my friends, family,
it captures the noise print as it's playing. So in order for this to be effective, you have to give it a good snippet of just air without any talking, so it can sample that and be like, oh, that is noise. Let me not put that in the recording. So what you can do is go to a place in the recording where it doesn't have noise. Oh, look right here. That is a place of silence. And listen to what's going to happen, and you'll hear it goes and take out the noise.
And that's because I keep in mind that when I share a video.
Did you hear that? That's so cool. I have no idea how Adobe does it, but they are amazing.
And that's because I keep it.
That's so cool. All right, so as this plays along, I'm going to preload this little silence right here and go back to the start of my video.
When I share a video, I share with no expectation, understanding that of my friends, families.
Normally, if I'm doing a voiceover or something like that, I will go a little bit heavier on the reduced noise by to get all the artifacts and all of the stuff like of this room out of the audio. But because we're outside and it's expected to hear like some noise, some trees in the background, we're by a river, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this and just reduce the noise a smidge because I don't want to taint the sound too much. Here is the file without any post-processing.
Time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life.
And then with a little bit of post-processing.
Time is the most valuable thing any single person has in this life.
So to recap, Seth, the biggest thing is to get a microphone that you can put on your camera and get close to the camera. If that's all that you can do, then you're basically 90% there, getting some awesome audio. After that, getting something to put on the microphone so you don't get as much wind noise. And finally, when you get your footage to the computer, you use effects like parametric EQ, multi-band compressor, and adaptive noise reduction to push that audio even crispier into the ear canals of all of your viewers. I hope this was so helpful. If any of you guys out there have more questions for me about video tech tutorial things, I am all ears. I would love more questions, and any way that I can help other editors out there get the best product out to their viewers, I am all for it. Also, if you guys know better ways to treat your audio in a vlog-esque format, please let me know in the comments down below, because I am always learning, just like everybody should be out there as well. I hope this was extremely helpful for you. And if you guys want to check out Seth's channel, I'll put it somewhere here on the page, and Anthony's channel as well. Till next time, live a life of abundance. Bye.